and wanted to learn from him. Whenever he thought that we were going through a difficult situation, he would just brighten up our day with his wit and his humor. And I don't know why, it always seemed to work. He never failed. And the one last thing I would like to say here is that we'll always, me and Jaspreet, who worked with him, we'll always miss one sentence he used to ask Shekhar all the time. He would ask, Shekhar, how are the girls doing? And today the girls are not doing fine, unfortunately. Would you like to see?
And we would like to say this not only on our behalf, but also others in the mission. I'm sure everybody would agree. We all have been very fond of Murray. He always greeted everyone with a smile as he passed through the corridors. With immense energy, whether it was his association with the cricket lovers in this office or anyone and everyone who he knew. We would just like to say that we will miss Murray, of course, but we are also all the more determined now to make sure that we complete some of the projects which we have planned together and we have started with us, and that we take those to the outcome that he wanted, and that would be a tribute to the person we adored. Our wishes and prayers are with you, Meg, and we hope that the kids, Jonty, Harley and Ned, have a life full of accomplishment. We are sure that the kids would be proud of their dad, always. Thanks.
I would now like to call on the Australian High Commissioner, John McCarthy, to make his address.
Meg, Jan, Peter, members of your families, friends of Murray Harris. What I'm about to say is not a eulogy. Neither I nor my colleagues in the High Commission have known Murray long enough to earn that privilege. I can only say what I, and I think my colleagues, saw in him, and which gave him a particular distinction, a particular flair. Murray came to India with a string of plaudits. I've learnt over the years not to go by reputation, but to wait until incoming colleagues deliver. Murray delivered in spades. What was it about you, my friend? What came across early in our association was a probing, questioning energy. Your quick movements, a desire, more than that, a compulsion or need to do lots of different things at the same time. This came through with your family life. You also worked hard with an ambition tempered by thoughtfulness for your colleagues. And you bit off what life offered in large chunks. But out of that flow of energy, it was not hard to discern a sense of purpose, or rather several different purposes. You moved. In this High Commission, we realized soon just how important your family was, how much they mattered to you, and how much you enjoyed them. Meg, with her combination of strength and warmth, and your hugely energetic boys. A mutual friend and colleague said the other day that one could tell this just by the amount of time you spent either playing ball games with the boys and other little boys, just where I'm standing now, or splashing with them in the High Commission swimming pool. In your office, there still lies on your desk an email addressed to Santa@northpole.com. Don't be concerned, Murray. It will get there in time for deliveries by Christmas. As I got to know you better, I realized you also had that crucial quality of better Foreign Service officers. You were endlessly interested in different places, in the unusual, in the quirks of different nationalities and systems. You traveled as a hobby. You met Meg in Guyana. Before Delhi, you had short Foreign Service assignments in Bougainville and Honiara. All testaments to your sense of adventure. And you loved India. This is exclusively where you wanted to come. You instinctively knew that you could not be a good diplomat unless you were interested in where you were. You knew you didn't have to enjoy it all the time. Try having dinner in the monsoon season in Imphal during a strike, as we did some 18 months ago. But you did not let these little things get you down. You looked for the wonder and variety of India. You were interested. And because you were interested and had that furious energy of yours, the movement and energy of India drew you closer to it. You made real friends here. Many are here today. You wanted to know them. In turn, they wanted to know you. And then you had that quirky, naughty sense of humor, often delivered with a straight face. Text messages flying off when something struck you as funny. I was told a day or two ago that my dressing up as a Naga fell into just this category. Happily, you had to do the same yourself. We should all thank you selfishly for being smart. Your intelligence helped us all a lot. But that in itself would not have done the trick. You complemented your smartness with the qualities which I've already attributed to you, together with your integrity and collegiality. So goodbye, Murray. You had unfinished business. But take solace from the fact that you packed more into your time than most of us will ever do. Your energy is still here in this garden where you played with the boys. It's swirling round your noble wife, your boys and your friends. I suspect it has a particular focus on Ned Murray Harris. A final word. In this new High Commission office, as you go in the front door and in your inquisitive way, look towards the big room on your right.